if you can't let go of your past relationships, you're doomed to repeat those mistakes again and again. Today, I'm going to show you how to let go of that past so you can move on to better, more beautiful things in your life. Coming up. Hey, welcome to The Power of Quiet, showing you how to erase the negativity from your life so you can make it a masterpiece of abundance and happiness. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And if you're a fan of the channel, you like what we do here, please share this video because it'll help us grow and it'll help get this message out to the rest of the world. And I thank you for that from the bottom of my heart. Now, today, I want to go over how to let go of the past and past relationships so you can move on with your life and experience the real love life that you're looking for. Now, when I was 22 years old, I got into my first serious relationship, and boy, was I in love. To me, I was like, oh, I found the one. This is it. I want to spend the rest of my life with her. I was fully in it. But as most relationships tend to do, it ended. She said, I don't want to be with you anymore. Get lost. And my heart was smashed into a million pieces. I spent the next year dealing with the heartbreak, grieving over what happened, and going over all the things I regretted. You know, I should have done this. I shouldn't have said that. I should have been a better person. I spent a whole year doing that, which was actually 4 months longer than the relationship itself. Now, after a year, it seemed like the pain went away enough so that I can go ahead and get into another relationship and move on with my life, but I didn't really move on. All those regrets that I was going over, those specific regrets showed up in every relationship I had ever since. All those things were creating problems for me. And what's more is I got into a pattern after that of wanting to protect myself. And what had happened is that, like, every relationship seemed to have a shelf life to it. Like, after a year or two, once things started to get to a point where it was getting serious, getting down to a real commitment, I didn't want to go there. I didn't want to have my heart broken again. So I bounced out of there. Or she bounced out. And then I felt bad about it. I blamed her for feeling so bad. But this pattern just repeated itself again and again and again for decades. Until I just let the whole thing go. I just dropped the whole past. Now you might be thinking, well, that sounds easier said than done. But it is easy. In a moment, I'm going to show you how to get started on letting go of your past so you can move forward with your life and create the relationship that you want to be in. Now, before I get into that, I want to just go over what you can expect to happen if you don't let go of the past. And you could see this type of stuff already happening in you based on clinging to past relationships. Like, you notice in relationship after relationship, you tend to be with the same person again and again, either for yourself or you can also see this like with friends of yours. Like, someone's in a really bad relationship, and so they break it off. Get out of it. Done with that. And then they get into another relationship, and it's the exact same person, just with a different face. And this happens again and again and again. Or the same problem repeats itself in one relationship after another, after another, after another. And you think that it's one particular relationship that you have a problem with, like whether it's a financial problem or it's a problem with cheating. But you get into another relationship, you're like, good riddance with that one. But the exact same thing happens again and again and again. And also, to a more subtle degree, what happens when you're holding on to the past in your relationships is, you know this phenomenon when you first get into a relationship, everything's wonderful and great and passionate and alive. But after a while, it starts to get stale. And everything just becomes routine and nothing's really special anymore. You're just like, we're together because we're just together. Now, the reason why these patterns keep repeating themselves again and again is because of how the mind works. You see, the mind, it's a creative machine. Whatever you hold in mind is created in your reality around you. And the thing about the mind is that it works only in pictures. So if I say don't fall down, what do you get a picture of? Falling down, right? Even though I said don't fall down, you just go right to the picture of the act of falling down. The mind doesn't process the words not or don't. It deals only in pictures. And this is why when you get hung up in the past, like you have a regret, or you're trying to fix or change something that happened in the past, what are you holding in mind when you're doing that? Are you thinking about a solution? Are you thinking about moving forward with your life? Or is your mind stuck with a picture of that problem that happened in the past? And you end up holding that picture in mind, which is why you create it again and again and again. So what I'm going to show you now is how to empty out your mind. So you can erase that negativity in there. You can start fresh right now and have an aliveness and have the love, have all the joy that is available to you right now if you just open yourself up to it by dropping the past. All right? So this is how you do it. Think about a relationship that didn't go so well. Either it was a tumultuous, terrible relationship, or it's just a wonderful relationship, but it ended. And you weren't in agreement with that. Right? Think about a relationship that you're still holding on to, you still have regrets about, you're still wanting to change. Now, notice what you're holding in mind with that. You just think about the problem, what was bad. And in that, there really isn't a room for a solution or positivity. It's just full of regrets. What ifs? Oh, poor me. All that stuff. That's what you're holding in mind when you're wanting to change that. But check this out. Think about that relationship right now. And as you're thinking about it, see, you can't erase the negativity from the neck up. The mind won't let it go. But where you can erase it is from the neck down, from where you really feel things. That's where you can erase the negativity and clean out your mind. So think about this relationship. All right? And as you think about it, what I want you to do is just close your eyes and put your head down towards your stomach or chest, just in your feeling center here, and notice how you feel. And when you think about this bad relationship or what went wrong, notice if you have a tightness or contraction right now in your stomach or chest. You feel that? Now, what that is, that tightness, that clenching feeling, is you pushing down your feelings about it. So you're fighting with your feelings. You don't like how you feel, and you're trying to hold those feelings down so you don't have to deal with them. But notice, those feelings, you've been pushing them down since that relationship, since that problem happened. And you've been carrying that pain with you ever since. And as long as you're pushing those feelings down, those feelings that you're holding on to and carrying with you, they affect your thinking, which affects the pictures that you're focusing on in your mind, which then affects what shows up in your world. So right now, we're going to start letting it go by the root, right from the very source of it. So notice that contraction And what I want you to do is right where you feel that, in front of that, open up an imaginary window or door. And that contraction, that tight, clenching feeling, it's just like energy that you're like squeezing on, right? Now let go of squeezing on it and just, let it loosen up a little bit. And imagine this energy now moving right on through this imaginary window or door. Just imagine this energy moving through and leaving. And imagine some more of this energy moving on through that door, right on through. And watch it leave even more. And even more. And just relax into it. Just open up. Let that energy leave. And let it leave some more. And even more. And just watch it move through that door. Just energy. There's nothing good about it. There's nothing bad about it. It's just energy passing through. Just watch it leave through that door even more. And even more. And even more. And even more. And notice how you feel. Just notice if it feels a little bit lighter now. Just letting that energy move through. You notice the difference? And it might be subtle, but just notice. If you feel a little bit lighter, that's all we're looking for. It's just a lighter feeling. Now, if you feel a difference here, welcome up some more. When you think about this situation, this past relationship, see if you can invite up some more of that feeling, how you feel about it. So you've been burying this down for long enough. Now's the time to bring it up and let it leave. All right, so open up. Welcome up some more of that feeling. And you'll feel it come up, and you'll probably notice a tightness, a clenching feeling. And just put an imaginary window or door right in front of it. And let that energy just go right on out the door now. Just imagine it leaving. And even more. And imagine it leaving even more. And even more. And even more. And notice how you feel now. Lighter, right? And this is proof that you can let go of these feelings. You don't have to keep carrying around with you from relationship to relationship and having them keep causing problems for you. And also notice this. Think about that relationship again and see if you're as bothered now as you were a few moments ago. You notice a difference? You feel a little bit more positive? Feel a little bit more clear? And this is showing when you just let go of the feelings, let go of bottling up your feelings. And it's so direct and easy just to open up and let them go. And it's a perfectly natural thing to do. When you do it, now the pictures in your mind are changing naturally. And you don't need affirmations or positivity, NLP, or any other sort of program to make yourself positive. You're naturally positive, and this is proof. See, you have a different picture now. More of a picture of I can. More powerful, more courageous. Right? Now, let's take it a step further. Notice if you're still wanting to change something that happened in the past. Are you? And how silly is that? You can't change something from the past. It's in the past. So stop trying to change it. It's impossible. But what you can do is change how you feel now. And notice when you're wanting to change something from the past, notice how that feels. Doesn't feel so good. It leaves you feeling lacking, incomplete, stuck, unable to move on. And whose decision is it to want to change something from the past? That's your decision, right? It's your decision that, oh, that thing is wrong, it must be fixed. And it's your decision to hold on to that. And since it's your decision, and it's a stupid decision because you can't possibly change something that already happened, that's already in the past, and because of that decision, it's making you feel lousy, then the smart thing to do is change that decision right now. So right now, could you decide to let go of wanting to fix that? That thing in the past. And the answer here is yes or no. It's just a choice. Could you let go of wanting to change that? Yes or no? And could you let go of wanting to change that a little bit more? Yes or no? Now, your mind might be arguing with you, saying, well, if I let go of wanting to change, I'm just going to be apathetic about it. Nothing's going to happen. That's stupid. Look, what you're doing already has been stupid because it hasn't changed anything and it's been making you feel bad. And if you keep doing what you've always been doing, guess what? You're going to keep getting the same results. So could you let go of wanting to change what happened? At least a little bit. And remember, the answer right now is yes or no. It's your decision. And could you let go of wanting to change it a little bit more? And could you let go of wanting to change it a little bit more? And could you let go of wanting to change it because, again, notice what you're holding in mind. If you're wanting to change it, you're only putting a spotlight on the problem and then projecting that out into your life now. So could you let that go? Let go of wanting to change the past. And could you let it go a little bit more? And a little bit more. 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 And notice how you feel. Do you feel a little bit freer? See, by making this simple decision to let go of wanting to change the past, it's like dropping an anchor, which leaves you free now to move forward, to move on with your life, to be in this now moment, not in the past, but in the present moment. And you could feel more present. Notice that. Just notice how you feel now. More here. More alive. And more with the sense that I can make a smart choice and move forward with my life. Now, if you really want to clean up your past, all it takes is just a little discrimination, a little mental clarity, some discernment, some critical thinking to realize, hey, it's impossible to change the past. It's dumb. Quit dwelling on it. And noticing how you feel. See, the only reason why you're stuck in it is because you're suppressing feelings. If you let that go, notice right away you get immediate feedback of being in the now, being more positive, feeling more like I can find a solution. Now, how easy is that? Now remember, at the beginning of the video I said, yeah, I know this sounds easier said than done. But when you do it, you'll see it's the easiest thing ever. So that's the key, just doing it. And the more you do it, the easier and easier it gets. And the more able you are to reach down deep, pull out the deepest negativity that you've been carrying around, the deepest hurt and pain, and just let it go. So that you're freer, you're happier, and you enjoy and have happiness in everything that you do. And you'll see that the world around you reflects that happiness back to you because that's what you're holding in mind. And if you really want to have successful and fulfilling relationships, I got the perfect course for you. It's called the Conscious Couples Relationship Course. It's a new 6-week live course that I'm starting on March 6th. And what you're going to learn is how to take any problem that you have in your relationship. You have a relationship right now that has some things in it that aren't so great. You're going to learn to turn those things around, have that other person come your way, have that connection and harmony once again. Or if you're looking for somebody and either there's nobody around or you just keep manifesting the wrong person again and again and again, I'm going to show you how to end that, have the perfect person show up in your life. The perfect person that is a person of your dreams. You're just going to go, wow, where'd you come from? Also, you'll learn what mutuality is all about and the power of that so that you and your partner can be on the same page, have the same goals, and move forward in life together. Even if moving forward is about going free. See, sometimes we feel like if we drop the ego, got completely imperturbable, that we'd have to leave our relationships behind. Not true. You can go free, lift the others around you up with you, and support each other. Go free together. That's possible. And a wonderful experience to do this together. So I'll leave a link for this right here, for this new course, and also in the description below. Check it out and join me. And in the meantime, keep looking out for those things that you want to change. And use a little critical thinking. You can't change it. Stop that nonsense. Just use a simple decision, yes or no. Let go of wanting to change that stuff and see where that leaves you in the present moment, here and now, ready to take the next step and move forward with your life into greater and better things. All right? So keep it up, and I'll see you on the next video.